Man.
I wish I could. I should have told my lady.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you still can. I mean, if you stare down on your phone, it's cool. But yeah.
The grandbaby.
Yeah. What's up, everybody? Welcome to A Shared Universe PodcaStudio. My name is Ming Chen, and listen, we love. I think that the reason we built this place is so we could get our cool friends to come over, and we got a lot of cool friends, but no one as cool as the gentleman sitting to my right here. Now, first of all, we got CJ Cullen over on the other end, who you may know from Cullen on Film.
Yeah.
But listen, actor, father, grandfather. He makes pepper jelly. We've torn up cities, going to Comic-Cons.
We have.
And he's a man who basically taught me that the cookie stand is an autonomous unit for mid-mall snacking. He is also in town. He's also in town for the Mallrats screening, gathering, reunion, along with Jason Lee and Kevin Smith here at the SModcastle Cinemas. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Jeremy London to A Shared Universe PodcaStudio. What's up, my friend? How are you?
I'm just going to do this thing.
Okay, the whole time?
That'd be really weird.
The whole time?
I'm good, man.
Yeah.
I'm so happy to be here, man. This is so cool.
This is fun, right?
This is fun, man.
Yeah.
Excited to have you in Red Bank, New Jersey.
I just love being up here, man. I'm going to be up here with my Mallrats family. Who would have thought 26 years later or something like that?
28.
Is it 28?
28. Well, 27 and a half. I think Mallrats premiered, October 1995.
Yeah, wow.
So
it's amazing to me that it has the steam that it has still, and people still love it as much as they do.
Yeah, I think
it's a trip.
I think we talked about this. Mallrats didn't do so well at the box office back in October
Not so well at the
1995.
box
It
office.
was at the theater for a couple, 2 weeks maybe, and
It wasn't there very long.
yeah, and I could understand disappointment. Maybe it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess that's it, huh? And it came in with a lot of hype, got great test screenings. Granted, it was screened at the San Diego Comic-Con, which is, if you're going to screen
Was
Mallrats,
that the first screening?
it was the first test screen. It was at San Diego Comic-Con, and then I remember they're like, "This is gonna make more money than American Graffiti."
Yeah.
Dude, we thought it was going to be huge. The screen, the premiere in Hollywood was bonkers, and I thought that it was genuinely going to be, a huge hit. And so I kind of thought, that my career was set there based on that silliness. And then I went and I think I was telling Ming this earlier. I took my dad to see it in a theater there.
Yeah,
and,
how
and
many
I
people
think
were there?
There were, I believe, 6, including my dad and I, and 4 of the people wound up walking out. I'm happy to say my dad wasn't included in one of them, and neither was I. But we were pretty much the only ones sitting in the theater when they left, and so people just didn't get it. It took people being at home with their beers and bongs and being able to watch it over and over. And Scott Haverman keeps wanting some. He's wanting some love. So we got to say hi to Scott.
Okay,
Haverman.
Scott Haverman.
Because he's harassing us.
He's the man.
Scott Haverman is harassing.
I just saw he was alive. They had a band playing at his place right now.
Yes, Jeremy, we have.
I will have your baby. What you don't know is my baby is yours.
You are the father.
You
Scott
are
Haverman.
the father.
You are the father, my friend. So
You are my father.
oh man, but even with that, no matter how low things might seem initially,
It was
stick with
amazing
it,
to watch the steam build on it, and it really I owe it to conventions, and I think more than anything helped kind of keep it going, and also just Kevin's body of work as it kept going. People would go back and see his other things, and he has such a wonderful fan base, and so being in that universe and the fact that it's still not only alive, but I think better than ever.
Yeah,
Stronger than ever, I think now. Yeah.
Says a lot.
I think Mallrats might be bigger now than it ever has been, which is pretty crazy.
In 2000, out of college, I owned a local video store down here, and guess what? The number one video VHS that was rented in that store.
I'm gonna say Dazed and Confused.
Well, that was probably second to Mallrats.
Wow, so the London Brothers just taking over Monmouth County.
The VHS, and we didn't have too many copies because they cost a lot then, some of them. They were destroyed. Like, everyone rented them. So, it was so, I'm
going to be able to tell my grandkids that I was the king of VHS, and they're going to be like, What?
Where? Fairhaven, New Jersey.
That means
Where the hell is that?
Rumson, New Jersey.
Rumson.
Is that like Scotch tape? What is that? They're not going to have a clue of what any of that means.
Yeah. Now, what was the number one
It's kind
video
of depressing.
that was stolen from your video store?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, the number one.
Probably porn.
Stolen. Oh, my God. I got to think about which one I had to keep replacing. We didn't have porn. We didn't have
You
porn.
didn't have
It was
porn
a family
section?
store. It was a family store.
No wonder you went out of
So
business.
I'm trying to think like,
Right?
yeah, pretty
mean,
much,
seriously.
right? It was a family store. We bought it from someone that didn't have porn. So we didn't have porn. There was a back room, and everyone, all the guys, they thought there was porn.
Oh,
in
the
back
guys in
room.
the trench coats.
Yeah,
would go back
they would
there.
go in the back room and like
What
that.
was back there?
This is just the bathroom and an
Okay.
office.
Yeah, man, because
But we didn't have porn.
they always had the little swinging doors. The kids
saloon
couldn't go-
doors.
Yeah, the saloon doors that
The-
the kids
the-
couldn't buy.
Like showgirls or something like that.
It was like the
stolen.
moneymaker because I know that I worked at video stores
Did
when
you
I was
really?
in high school. 2 or 3 of them.
Yeah.
And that was always like, that was a moneymaker for
It was.
these
So-
little mom and pop shops. They
Yep.
kind of it's almost like their bread and butter. It was kind
We
of
had another shop, and they took the porn out of it. So I had it in the back of this store, the VHSs, and I sold like bags of them for hundreds of dollars.
You sold porn by the bag?
Yeah,
porn.
Like
by
how
the
much for a bag full of porn
bag of
at
porn.
your video
it was
store?
like $100 for a bag of porn.
Is that like
hun-
a bag?
oh.
It was like a bag of dicks.
It was literally a bag of dicks.
Literally
pretty
a
much.
bag of dicks.
Literally.
Pretty much, and then the
That's where
title.
they came from. Yeah, eat a bag of dicks
Yeah.
from CJ.
From
But we
CJ.
got rid of them.
Bag of
Fast.
dicks.
Probably the fastest thing I ever
Got
sold.
barbecue. Good.
Probably the fastest thing
Uncut.
ever to sell. All cash. And then we caught a guy who bought a couple bags,
Okay.
selling them. If you would leave the bar,
Right.
the club in Seabright, and he was outside selling all the porn
Outside, like at last call?
that he just bought from me. Yeah,
That's almost.
he'd open
so-
up his car and he'd
That's
be
Wait,
selling
wait,
the
wait,
VHS.
what do you-
That's almost so New Jersey that it should be like on the New Jersey flag. This is,
Yeah.
that's so beautiful.
So this is your first time in Red Bank.
It is.
Out of, Red Bank, Kevin Smith Central. This is your
Yeah.
first time here.
It is.
That's awesome.
It is.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
I've spent some time in New Jersey, and I think New Jersey is a lovely place. I
It
love
is.
it here.
It is.
I do love it here.
It is. Red Bank in particular. Just wait till you see it in the daytime.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's not summer. Like summer in Red Bank.
I know,
is
summer Red
magic,
Bank's
man.
amazing. You know,
I Cherry Hill I've spent some time in, and I really enjoy it here. It's much more. I think that it's a common myth from like Midwesterners like myself that New Jersey is just city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only city. But there's a beautiful natural aesthetic to New Jersey.
You gotta go to
that
the
I
Jersey Shore
that I
beach.
didn't know was here.
the beach is beautiful in the summer. It's beautiful here.
very cool.
Yeah, but you're not that far. You're literally 10 minutes from.
You get 10 minutes from the
know.
beach.
Yeah. We'll get you over
Sure.
there
That would
if you get bored. So that I love that as your first time in Red Bank. So yeah, we'll
It is.
get you over to the secret stash.
Yeah, tomorrow you're gonna head over to the stash maybe.
I hope so. I've
check
wanted
it
to
out.
Go there. I want to
Yeah,
check it out.
yeah, you're literally steps from it right
My
now.
boy Matt Mattingly and I'll go over there for sure.
Yeah, or I mean, we could go right now and
Open it up.
I don't, I
don't know. It's
good to
be
be
happy.
king.
Mike would not be happy about it.
I don't have a key anymore. There was an incident
Oh no.
that
Well,
you want to hear.
There's a story.
You want to hear
Oh,
about
no.
the, you want to hear about the incident? I don't know if I
do
told
tell.
I don't know if I told
You
this
lost
story
the key to the store.
Well, no, I so for a lot of people are like, you still at the store? I was like, no, I left. I actually
Yeah.
left a number of years ago, and I started A Shared Universe. And I was, when I left, I was supposed to give the key back, and I didn't.
You didn't.
Or I may have made a copy, allegedly may have made a copy of the key, and allegedly I may have kept that key.
no.
And to be honest, the only reason I did that was because I knew that one day Kevin would be like, "Hey, I'm
Gotta
coming
go
to town.
get
Can
this,
you go
do
grab
this."
this thing
Yes.
out of the store? Like no one's answering my call. Like, can you get in?" And
Yeah.
I kept it just in case of emergencies. Like I never went in
Yeah.
just to I had no reason to go in
Uh-huh.
after that, but I kept it just in case. It's like, hey man, I left some weed in there. Can you go get it
Yeah,
for me?
absolutely.
Or I need. There's a can you grab a stack of DVDs? I can sign whatever. Even though I wasn't like technically affiliated anymore. But one day during the pandemic, I needed an XLR cable. I was
Yeah.
podcasting, and we were doing it outside. So I was like, oh, I think I left one inside.
I remember because I was there.
Yeah, and so I went in and the alarm code.
Oh no.
They said there's an alarm, obviously.
Yeah.
Which was set by Walt Flanagan.
Oh.
And it was not a complex code whatsoever, and they didn't change it in years. It was it was untouched, except for this time.
Oh no, they changed
They
it.
changed the code. No one told me, because why would they? I wasn't technically supposed to be in
Didn't
there.
we have like cops like outside
Funny
with
how
us?
the
and-
universe
Well,
works. The one time.
So this is at a time when they moved all outdoor dining outside.
Yes.
And it's a very busy street where the store is.
We were karaokeing outside.
So yeah, at one point we ran a karaoke out there. But yeah, this time was on my own. So I went
this
into
was a different one.
Went against cable, hit what I thought was the alarm code, didn't work. Thought I entered it wrong. Tried it again, didn't work. Then the alarm starts going off, and it's loud.
Oh no.
It's loud, and it's loud enough to induce panic, shall we say, which is what happened.
Yeah.
Because so I panicked, and I was like, all right, I'll just run. I'll just run. The alarm car.
That doesn't look
Yeah.
suspicious at all.
Typically, what happens is, the alarm will go off. Mike will get a call. He'll come and disarm it, and then all will be good.
Yeah.
That's not what happened, though.
No.
So they called. The cops were alerted,
Oh no.
and
they were looking for a
well, the cops
Chinese
were
guy
outside. They're
taking-
like, "Hey, what's going on? Did anyone see anything suspicious out here?" And this is why I'll never commit a crime ever, because if you've watched Comic Book Man, I used to drive a bright orange car.
Yes.
And I have a very unique look about me. So all the people who were dining outside were like, "Yeah, we saw this little Asian guy drive away in an orange car," and they alerted Mike and the other people, and they're like, "Fucking Ming,
Yeah.
fucking Ming," and
So they took
so
the key?
Mike starts texting me. He was like, "Was it you? Were you at the? Why were you at the store? Was it you?" And I ignored him.
Yeah.
Because why would I, why
Yeah.
would I cop to that, even though, it was so stupid. And then, so the next day, they're like, "Yeah, we know it was you.
You're on camera?
You were, no, there's no camera. But
Camera.
they're
Don't
like,
say
"Listen,
that.
there's 100, there's cameras in there now.
Yeah.
But there's tons of cameras in there now.
Yeah.
But, there are 100 people out on Broad Street.
Yeah, they saw
in
you running.
August, all dining outside. I think it was a Saturday night.
Terrible.
Like, yeah, there was a little Asian guy that drove away in an orange car. Like, well, then who else could it have been?
No.
And so, like, hey, like, you gotta give that key back. And, yeah.
It'd be amazing if it was another Asian guy with the orange car that did it.
Right, it's like the fugitive. Like, he had,
The amount of just immediate profiling. They're like, that sounds like Ming.
yeah,
Maybe
right.
like-
I know.
maybe
What the
like
hell?
60
Yeah, all of us look alike.
There's like 1,600 Asians that drive an
Yeah.
orange car because it's fucking Jersey, and they're like Ming.
Could have been our friend Ed. He would fit the bill.
Yeah, but Jeremy, as you'll soon notice, there aren't a lot of Asians in Red Bank.
No.
It's like, no.
No.
It's like me and the people who run the Chinese restaurant.
Yeah,
It's basically it.
shows you
yeah.
my ignorance.
So
to
you're
the
not
area.
profiling whatsoever.
I that is hilarious, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't get away with anything then.
No.
You can't do
No.
anything.
So do not. Yeah. I stick out like a sore thumb. Even though we all look the same.
Yeah, we kind of know. We saw that. I could see the orange car a million miles away. Oh, the Ming's over here.
Yeah, and not only that, all the cops are fans of Comic Book Men.
Yeah,
They
they
do.
know.
They
Right.
do. I mean,
Right.
even though they weren't there, they
Ming.
knew it was me. So, yeah. In fact, like I saw Red Bank. He was off duty. I saw him at the grocery store yesterday. He's like, "Hey, what are you doing?"
I would
here?"
venture to say it probably kept you out of some trouble.
Now it scared me straight.
Yeah.
I was scared straight
Right.
for sure.
So no more key.
Yeah. What do you know about the SModcastle Cinemas? You're here to appear with Jason Lee.
Yeah.
Huge Mallrats reunion, one that hasn't been done in years.
It's been a while.
May not happen again, although hopefully it happens
Hopefully
a
it
million
will, but
times.
I think
But
this is
for the first
beginning of
time-
some good stuff.
I think
happening.
so as well.
yeah, I have
A
that
lot of good
feeling,
things.
right?
It feels like it could
Yeah.
be finally.
Yeah. Did they just call you out of the blue? It was like, hey, so we're thinking about doing this thing. Were you the first one in, or were they like, hey, Jason's in? It's like, all right, I'm in too, I guess.
I was invited up here by some lovely people.
Okay.
That, happened to, I believe, own the theater.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The shout out to Lilu Multiprops, Ashley,
Yes,
Joe.
Ashley and
Yeah.
Joe. Ashley and Joe.
Great people.
And I'm coming here to do some signings with them. And he texted me and he was like, I got some good news and I've got some good news. And he was
always
like,
good.
we're putting this together and they're going to be up there. And I got to say, I left Hollywood a long time ago, man. I've lived in Mississippi
Yeah.
for 9-10 years, and so to just be able to reconnect with my Mallrats family,
Yeah.
and and see it, and everybody's doing well, and it's just for me, it just it's kind of sort of a culmination of like a career that I started like 33 years ago, you know, and being able to sort of kind of keep sort of one of the most fun parts of my career going is very rewarding, you know. There couldn't be a better crew of people. It couldn't be a better, you know. So if I'm going to, you know, if I get lucky enough to be able to do a sequel to any movie, this is the one I want to do.
Well,
it could happen.
you know, it's been bandied about multiple times.
Everyone was talking about that. Probably talking about it right here.
Yeah, I mean, you know, nothing's set in stone. Nothing's confirmed. You know, I believe a script has been written. You know, at least a very detailed outline. And yeah, for a while there were photos of you guys going around, going like
Man,
this.
I'll tell you right now.
Going
My son's 8.
Yeah.
My son was like 7 months old whenever I did that.
Well, Rome wasn't built.
That's
in a
how
day,
long we've been.
Oh wow, talking about it.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. You know, it takes time, especially for stuff like this.
Man, I think it's better. For me, I would rather it happen now or, you know, in the near future than any time before.
Yeah.
Now's my favorite time for this to happen.
A lot of reboots going around too, right? Sequels and reboots are coming around.
Know, and I think
the thing.
I hope that it doesn't fall into that sort of the cesspool of that.
Yes,
because a lot of them are bad.
Well, this will be a sequel, so it's not a reboot.
It's a continuation.
But I believe in Kevin, and I know what Kevin can do, and so I know, and you know, just like with Clerks 3, that he's, you know, he has an amazing ability to make it funny and silly and have a heart, you know, but also understand the fact that, you know, malls don't really exist anymore.
Yeah,
that's
you
true.
know, the twilight of the mall rats. It makes sense.
Yeah,
shit's like, you know, it's becoming like it's going the way of the dodo. It's sad. It's just, you know, it's just the way that it is. You know,
There's a couple left, right? We have a couple.
Yeah, well, which is ironic. We just announced a third.
Thank goodness.
We just announced a third location. We have this Bellworks in Holmdel. Our third one is at a mall. Is at the local?
Oh, is it really?
The
Yeah,
basement of a mall.
Yeah, real quick. I our local mall. I found out there's this whole secret basement level, and you know, one of our podcasters started working over there in an office in that basement level. He's like, "Hey,
That's cool.
stop by. You got to check this out."
Yeah.
And it went down. I was like, "What? Wait, I've been coming to this mall for years. Where the hell?
Where is this?
Has this always been here?" Like, yeah, and within the place where he works, there's a whole production studio in there, and he'd been for a while. I was like, you guys should record here. You guys should book.
That's not the mall. That's a mall building.
Stuff here. And,
That's because malls are failing. They have to have podcasts in the basement.
And they're moving.
but
They're just moving stuff around and make it like an
but it's,
mall now.
It's literally underneath the Chick-fil-A though.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
And the Burger King.
That's where it is.
I mean, basically, yeah.
Funny, though.
And I was like, dude, does this run the entire length of the mall? Because I only saw the part that they're in. He's like, I don't know.
It
I'm
might be a whole basement down there.
There's some Hawkins level shit going on down there, which we're gonna unearth.
It's the
and you know, we may find our own version
down
of 11. Like you can be Mikey, I'll be Finn, I guess, or I guess I'm more of a Dustin though. I think.
Yeah.
I think I'm a Dustin.
I'm the rock and roller dude that just died.
Hey, you're Eddie. You're definitely Eddy.
I'm a 100% Eddie.
You're definitely Eddie. Yeah, you can play guitar, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're Eddie.
I can. That qualifies me.
Yeah.
And I was pretty much a certified derelict. So yes.
Yeah.
I'm an Eddie.
Have you been able to play guitar in any of the movies that you did?
Yes. Well, I have to say, probably one of the best roles I've ever had the opportunity to do is a movie that I have that's still being edited right now. A movie called Open that I did with some friends of mine in Mississippi. But we did it in Mississippi. He's actually a professor at Loyola in New Orleans.
Okay.
Oh wow.
One of the best actors as well ever. His name is Miles Doliak, and his wife Lindsay Williams. They basically wrote a movie for me. They had heard my music and they love my music.
Yeah.
We've been friends for a while, but they wrote this really incredible movie. and that has a musical element to it. Basically, I play a washed-up actor who she used to be in love with, and she and her husband decide that they're going to try to do the whole open relationship things, which never works. And she picks me because she sees me at a dog park or something like that, and I turn out to be a complete psychopath.
Yeah.
So I get to play this really fun version of of the worst side of us, and just complete sociopath. But she lives in kind of this sort of fantasy world, and whenever all of her fantasies are all in musicals.
Okay.
And so they're all basically like really crazy 80s MTV music video.
Yeah.
Video. So every song that we do in it, every flashback is a whole thing. It's the whole song and like music video. So the whole thing is like a conglomeration of these really fun music videos, and then boom, cuts to reality, and then there's the whole stark reality side of it, where I'm literally like a stalker lunatic. But then you go into her fantasy side of
her 80s
thinking.
music video fantasy.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
so it's going to be if these guys put it together the way that I know that they're capable of doing it, it might be my best performance ever. I think.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I hope.
That's
We'll see.
awesome. Where's that shooting?
We shot it in Hattiesburg.
Oh, Mississippi.
Yeah. We already shot it.
Holy crap. Mississippi's becoming like Hollywood.
I know,
South,
right? There's a lot
seems
going
like.
on there.
Well, the Doliacs themselves are kind of sort of a little bit of Hattiesburg, Mississippi royalty there, and they're just really, really wonderful people. And Miles himself he's a professor, and I think he has a doctorate of like anthropology or something. Like he's a
Oh, wow.
He
So he doesn't teach
He does all
acting
kinds
or
of
film
stuff
too,
man.
or-
He this dude knows everything. Like the dude is like knows history and stuff more than the dude's a genius, and he's a really just a brilliant actor, brilliant filmmaker, and gave me an opportunity right before I turned 50 years old to do possibly the role of my lifetime. And
That's awesome.
so I'm really excited for it to come out.
Yeah.
It's taken a long time to edit it because
yeah.
every song is a music video.
Oh, right. Okay. So you're like, they're literally editing.
It's taking a long time because he's a
Yeah.
perfectionist too,
Yeah.
And Lindsay's a perfectionist. She's one of the writers as well, and she sings in it, and she's the lead actress, and she, they want to get it right,
Yeah, for sure. And sorry, it's small print, but my eyes are bad. But
Thank you, Scott Haberman.
We're getting comments
That's very
here, though.
nice.
We're getting comments for sure. Scott
Yeah.
Haberman says, I've spent many a night sitting around listening to Jeremy sing and play. So you do impromptu
Yes.
performances,
That's
Yes.
serenading our friend Scott Haberman over at 3 Alarm Comics and now the 3 Alarm Comics and Brewing Company.
Yeah. I saw what's the name of it again?
Matt Westphalen.
The
Yes.
Which one?
the brewing company that he started.
Oh
What's the
yeah.
name?
Hey Haberman, what's your brewing company?
Matt
Matt
The back-
Matt Westphalen, what's up, sexy bitches?
What's up, you sexy bitches? Matt Westphalen from Oklahoma.
Yes, one of my
Okay.
boys. He's also in Monsters Anonymous, the movie I made with all of my students.
Yes.
He's one of the zombies at the end that asks Wolfman if he can sniff his ass.
which
That's him.
which I thought was great, and played at Hang On to Your Shorts Film Festival, and O'Halloran took home a nice little
Yes.
trophy
Yeah,
for that.
I watched it again last
Yeah,
night.
Monsters Anonymous, a little movie we did down there on the coast with my students, and we won first place at the Cannes Film Festival.
Awesome.
It's crazy.
A short film that I wrote and directed. I co-wrote and directed, and my students are 99% of the cast. And then I was lucky to get Brian O'Halloran to come down and play
Plays a creature of the night.
Dracula.
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 He was brilliant.
I love it.
Yeah,
You wanna-
he's good at Dracula. He played Dracula in a play here many years.
what is this? Hold on to the dark or something of the dark.
I forget, it was
yeah.
so long ago, but he was so good in it.
Don't be afraid. No, wait, that's
No, that's a movie.
that's the movie about the thing
Yeah.
in the walls.
Yeah.
But but a Dracula with orange sneakers. That's all you need to know.
But
about
if you've
Brian
seen
O'Halloran.
if you've seen O'Halloran in a movie and you've seen his performance in Clerks 3, which is fucking phenomenal.
yes,
You go see him in a play, he kills.
yeah,
He's so good. I've seen him in a
So
bunch of different plays in Manhattan, even here, small plays. Oh my
Yeah.
god, he's so good on the stage. It's
He did
ridiculous.
so good in the movie. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that he's a big part of why we won Cannes Film Festival, but I got to give it up to all of my students that played all of the other roles. They did so well. And Scott Haverman, the gentleman that is the one that gave me my first opportunity to even start my acting school, and I started it in his comic book store down on the coast of Mississippi,
Biloxi.
in Ocean Springs.
Yeah.
Ocean Springs,
Yeah.
Biloxi.
Which we have to go visit soon because he has the nice
Three Alarm Comics and Backdraft.
Backdraft. Yeah,
Backdraft
Brewery.
featuring Casco Brewing. So,
Casco, is that what it is?
yeah, what is this? What is this? A rap video?
Is
It's
that
like
Cascot or Casco?
it's the South. It's Casco. It's gotta be Casco, right? I don't know.
If
I
it was
wasn't
in
sure because he's
Louisiana,
always-
I would say, but it would be EAU.
It's like a
That
rap
could be
video.
Cascot.
Backdraft Brewing featuring Missy Elliott.
So
Yes.
they had a Ming beer and it sold out.
There's a Ming beer. There was also a Brian O'Halloran beer that they made, especially for him.
Yeah.
Except they tapped the keg moments
got
before
there.
he got there, so he never even got to drink it.
It kicked before he
He
got
never
there.
even got to try his own beer.
Poor
So,
bastard.
yeah, for sure.
So you'll have to have a beer named after you.
No, me?
Yeah, and he's naming
dude.
beers after everybody.
Yeah, after everybody.
That would be amazing.
You have a cool name
Yeah.
too. You know, London,
Yeah.
I'm going to let him go with his heart.
blue skies over London,
Well,
I know,
London
'cause
fog.
I
the
know
London
it has
fog
to be
beer.
like-
I know he loves me and he wouldn't do me dirty.
It has to be like a good type
Mike
of beer.
D, what's up,
something
buddy?
your personality, like what kind of beer, right?
Yes. He knows me, so he'd be able to come up with something.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows a lot about beer.
Yeah. So the acting school you keep talking about, the
Yes.
London Arts,
Yeah.
London Arts Acting School.
London Arts Acting School. What made you decide to teach acting?
Well, my ex-wife and I were living in New Orleans. We met Mr. Hoverman. He said, "You guys come over to Ocean Springs, Mississippi, and come see it, and you can come do a signing over there." And
Yeah, come have fun.
And
I'll show you a good time.
He offered his space at his acting school. I mean, his comic book store for us to start the acting school. So I just was like, "Screw it, let's do it.
Yeah.
Give it a shot." And it just took off. And I've promised my students that one way or another we'd wind up making movies.
Yeah.
And
There you
not
go.
only have we I've brought several movies to Mississippi, quite a few of them, and I've put my actors in a whole bunch of movies now, and helping them reach those dreams and be a part of all of that has been very rewarding for me.
It's a good feeling, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is, and it has justified me living in Mississippi and leaving Los Angeles. That would have never happened in a million years if I
Yeah?
lived in Los Angeles.
Oh, wow.
Not a chance. No way.
But now
LA,
anyone can join your class online, right?
Absolutely.
So anyone out there,
Yes, London Arts Acting School on Facebook, or you can find me on Facebook, or Twitter is the best place to find me.
Okay.
At Sir Jeremy London.
At Sir Jeremy London.
Oh, that's
It's,
cool.
this is streaming on Twitter now. I've tagged you, so at Sir
Excellent.
Jeremy London.
Yes, Sir Jeremy London.
So you
Or London, and you can, or London Arts Acting School at Gmail. You can also email me, and we can connect. And I teach over online, and I have a lot of students, and it's extremely effective.
That's awesome.
it is. It is.
Yeah. So you don't have to be in Mississippi. You can be anywhere. You can be in the Himalayas.
You can be in New Jersey.
You can be in New Jersey, and
Teaching a class.
sign up for a class
Everywhere, anywhere.
Yeah.
It's the best. It's the best thing ever. I used to travel honestly 5-6 hours.
And
to
driving,
some-
right? You should
Yeah,
drive.
drive.
Wow.
Drive to Memphis. Well,
Just
at
go to the
one
classroom,
time,
like-
at one time, I had classes in Tennessee, Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, and Florida.
So you kept driving
And
to
I
different
lived
places.
in Mississippi.
Wow.
And so to get to all of
Wow.
those different places, I would have to drive to them. And it was rewarding if I had a really full class. But man, there were sometimes I'd make a 5 or 6 hour trek and get up there, and only 6 people wind up showing up because people, have to work.
Yeah.
They just plans. It's actors in general are just flaky idiots, and so
Wow, you don't say. I always thought they were reliable and on time
No.
and
no,
dependable.
they're not. Mike D. He said the world's best pepper jelly. Thank you, Mike D. Yeah. Oh, you
Yes.
guys can. I make pepper jelly.
Yes, we had it here.
talking
We had
about-
it here. It's
You
very
did.
good.
You did.
Very
You
good.
did, yeah. You sent up.
We ate it all.
you sent
London's
up-
Most Wanted on Etsy.
Yeah, you sent up 2 jars.
That's
over,
right.
And it was
Yeah, that was gone pretty quick.
yeah, it was gone pretty
It's
quick.
really good.
Yeah, it is good.
It was
Christopher, I have a question for London. What do you like about New Jersey?
I mean, you've been here for what, about 4 hours now?
I've
5
spent
hours?
quite a bit of time in New Jersey.
Right.
I've been
Okay,
here-
yeah, Cherry
I
Hill.
think
Yeah,
I
Cherry
love
Hill.
the people here. Is my number one. Is the number one thing that I like about New Jersey. I don't think I've ever met anybody here that I didn't just love. You guys are full of personality and kindness.
And we saw you in Atlantic City one time.
Yeah.
A couple years back.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
Was that the HorrorCon?
HorrorCon, New Jersey
You're at the
HorrorCon. You
New
were
Jersey
there,
HorrorCon?
yeah.
I've never
Yeah.
At the
had
fabulous-
anybody be anything, do anything besides just be kind here. Honestly, it's been I love it up here.
Well, you're very lovable.
Yeah.
I mean,
You know, I try to. I paid Ming to say that.
no, you don't have to pay me anything.
You could come up here more often now that Netflix is moving in down the street here.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard this.
They're building a huge studio.
Netflix is
right down
building
the
a
street.
studio here.
That's pretty cool.
Is that
Maybe I
a-
could get a janitor position or something.
I think that's where we're going
And
to all start out.
Lionsgate just moved into Newark.
Really?
Yeah.
So we get a janitor job there too, and then between the two will be.
What we do is we just
keep-
solve really complicated math problems.
Yeah.
at night.
At night,
we're supposed to be
while
cleaning
we're
the
cleaning
floors.
up, and then maybe
they're
We just
probably-
keep leaving scripts.
Somehow,
keep
yeah.
leaving scripts
Keep-
over
yeah.
there.
right.
you can take some guy's chick and be like, "Do you like apples?
Yeah.
Well, how do you like those apples?
I like them apples. I got her number, bitch. Yeah.
I said I live right next door where they're building it. I said I'll be over there every day just pitching new shows. Be like, just
Hey,
every day,
okay,
just
I got
walking
it.
over. I got a new one. I got a new
All
one.
right, the Incredible Hulk, but it's a woman.
Yeah.
But hold on,
I know
now it's her midget brother too.
Yeah.
So it's Incredible Hulk midget and she Hulk. Like we can just get done with it.
it's about a guy as a cop and his partner's a talking pie. Oh, sold. Here's your
Sold.
money.
Got it.
Here's your big bags of money.
Let's see.
I would watch that.
Yeah. So what we're saying is, we see you back up here again.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either pitching or completing a successful pitch and putting things into production.
But we're excited about tomorrow. It's going to be a packed house.
So it is packed because it's, usually we do these things to promote an appearance and hey, come on out. Tickets sold out a long time ago.
Yeah.
You can't snooze on these.
Of all the
Kevin Smith-
events that they had, I think this sold out the fastest.
28 years later.
Yeah, 28 years later.
What?
And
the hell?
yeah, so they're general admission tickets.
Where were you guys 28 years ago? I could have been a big star by now.
You
You guys could have come to the theater.
You are a big star.
And then I could have been. I'm kidding. I'm so glad it happened this way. You know how much more fun it is for it to be more alive now,
Yeah.
than to be one of those sort of shots in the dark that just kind of comes in and comes out.
Yeah,
It's really cool, man. It's really a special event. It's I'm not gonna be watching the movie tomorrow. I've seen the movie. I'm gonna be watching the audience because I think that's the most.
They're going to be cheering and laughing at certain points and probably screaming.
Yeah, and I was saying
They
probably a
think-
majority have probably never seen Mars on the big screen. Now, when it initially came out, you had a 2-week window to go see it, if that,
true.
in your local area. And then that was it. Then the next time that I was able to see it on the big screen was at Vulgarthon.
Yeah.
That was in 1998, and it's played a couple times since then.
Yeah.
I'm sure it popped up as a midnight movie every so often here and there. I'm sure our friends at Alternate Ending Brewing have played it several times over at their place. But other than that, it's pretty hard to catch on the big screen until now at the SModcastle Cinemas.
And if anyone hasn't gone to SModcastle, oh my God, like Kevin's put on a show all the time there.
I mean, I've seen it on the big screen at conventions more than
Yeah.
I've seen
Oh yeah. They would do screens. At
Oh, the screens at conventions and then have you Q&A?
Yeah, but when it originally came out, when the investors, the people that wanted to make the money, needed to make the money,
Yeah.
didn't-
So if
it
you
just-
want to go, sold out. Sorry. You have a ticket though, right?
So
I do. I'm going to be
Would
there.
you, if someone wanted to scalp it from you, would you do it?
Yeah.
It was what
You know what?
like a
It's-
$29 ticket or whatever.
I want to go
Someone-
see it.
If someone's like, give you,
What if this never happens
I own it.
again,
I
man?
have it on VHS.
Yeah, what
I
if
have
this
it on
never
DVD.
happens again,
Right.
man?
But what if you're like,
going to,
But
but-
someone's like, hey, I'll give you a hundo. I'll give you a hundo because that's how in demand this stuff is.
Yeah.
Would you sell for a hundo?
You know, some of the things that go on there, because I've done many, and I've
Yeah, you've
been around forever.
I'll run the film
a lot
festival there.
A lot of times I'll just say, yeah, you take it or give it away, but I don't want to give it this time.
Okay.
It's gonna be a blast. I
You
think
little
people are
Q&A with
having a really good time.
with him and Jason and Kevin.
Yeah.
That you don't see.
No,
Yeah.
no, it's been a long time.
And just recently, Jason Lee. Last time I saw him personally, 2006, the Clerks 2 premiere at the Cinerama Dome.
I saw him at Volgatron
in
second.
Halloween.
Volgatron
I saw him
too.
whenever our I believe 10th anniversary was. So I think
Yeah.
that's 18 years ago.
Yeah, that was that would have been 2005, right? So
That's
yes,
amazing.
8. Jeez,
That's
that was 18
amazing.
years ago. That's
Wow.
crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's when that special edition DVD came out too, which was it was
Yes.
about 2005. So
That's true.
yeah,
Weird.
yeah.
Did you do for I forget I can't even remember now. The Mallrats DVD where they do the commentary. Did you do any?
He was not
commentary?
there.
I think so. No.
My favorite part about that commentary, which I find highly ironic now.
Well, there was different ones.
Yeah,
There's different.
Well,
ones.
there was one where every so often the video would pop up. You could watch them commentate. But at one point, they kind of take a jab at you for possibly being a stoner on set.
I have no idea what you're talking
Yeah, which I find highly, highly ironic, knowing what we know now in 2023 and the biggest pothead that I know of. Yeah, which I thought
I was
thought that
maybe
was funny.
a bit of the rebel, but I gotta tell you,
I'm not
man,
rebelling.
I
You
was
saw the
not
light, man.
I was
I'm-
not remotely the only one.
No, of course not.
Smoking weed.
Of course not.
On
Yeah.
that movie.
Of course not. I say you were a man far ahead of your time.
I just didn't
You
like
knew.
to drink as much, and I preferred to smoke. And we had listen, man. We would start work at 7, 8 o'clock at night, and we work until 7 or 8 o'clock in the morning. So
when the mall was closed, right?
so our downtime was when people were starting their days. You
Yeah.
know? Like we were like sort of bamboozled a bit. It was like we were all upside down, man. And so the only kind of sort of connectivity anybody had was when we were hanging out, mostly in my room,
Oh, you were the party.
playing the guitar and smoking weed and visiting and connecting and bonding and most of the cast would be in there, even if they weren't smoking. They would
Just
be
hanging out, right?
hanging
Just
out.
hanging
You know what I mean?
Yeah. What else
but
were you gonna do? Wasn't it like in April
we were
in
kids,
Eden
man.
Prairie, Minnesota?
We were
Minnesota.
fucking kids, dude.
Yeah.
We were. I think I was 23 or 24 years old. You know. And we were, the hours that we were working were effing insane.
Yeah.
So since that was at nighttime, did they leave the stage up during the day when people were shopping in the mall? And
Oh, the
people come
Truth or
by.
Date
think so.
Yeah,
But
and people come by like, what is this
They
erecting here?
They didn't do that until sort of the end, the last
That's the end of it. Yeah.
days of shooting, and so
Yeah.
during the course of I don't know what 3 or 4 days that we shot that scene,
Yeah.
then it was up. Yeah.
They left it out. I'm sure people walking by like, what the hell is this?
And then there's the scene where we walk in and they're erecting the stage and he gets hit in the head with it.
Yeah, the crossbar, the scaffolding.
So honestly, I'm spitballing. The truth is I don't even. It's been so long.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Is that mall still there? I think it's still
It
there, right?
is.
So they possibly
Eden
could
Prairie.
Eden Prairie Mall, right by the.
So you think they could possibly go back?
I mean, I think they should.
Yeah.
I know they mentioned at one point they were going to shoot at some mall in Pennsylvania back. This is when your kid was 7 months old.
Well, do you remember the Dirt Mall?
I remember
do.
I wasn't around.
When did that go away?
But
Is that still here?
Nah.
the
It's
U.S.
not-
They got rid of
oh,
it.
man.
the U.S. one
Bummer.
flea market, right? In
That's a
Edison
bummer.
or
Yeah,
Woodbridge, something like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
my. Yeah.
which is ironically
last.
they knocked it down and they put a movie theater on top of it. Ironically enough,
And they
But-
played Mallrats there.
Of course, what's how funny
Played-
I will shit on your grave.
Yeah, that's an iconic scene though.
Yeah.
The
It is.
It was fun, man. I think one of the most. I think what I enjoyed about that scene almost more than anything else is that we actually shot it during daylight hours,
right.
out, and we got to be a bit outside for a little while. Somewhat connected to like air and natural sunlight. We weren't dealing with just, bizarre hours and fluorescent lighting. Yeah, it was.
Was that towards the end of the shoot? Was it like
I
end?
think so. Yeah, if I remember right, I believe that was sort of closer to the end. Yeah.
Yeah, that and Nurse Terry Alden from Three's Company with,
Yeah.
with 3 nipples.
That
I mean,
was
hey,
phenomenal. If I was so young and nervous, and relatively new to the business, and I used to be in love with her on.
Oh,
Three's
dude.
Company. So
Yeah.
She was.
have her and not only that, it was how comfortable she was with the whole thing. She was way too comfortable. Like I think that's what kind of almost freaked us out more than anything is just how comfortable she was. Just like, hey, there's more
She looked
titties.
very comfortable.
And we were just like, oh, I don't want to look, but I want to look.
Yeah, how did you hold that
I
together?
want to look really bad.
That scene. How'd you hold it together when you're
Hey,
delivering all those
acting, man.
lines?
Professionalism.
And you know his and Jason's characters. And it was, what the and then you're serious. You're so serious the whole time,
Good acting, man.
staring right at those things.
You just listen, man.
And you had a lot of talking in that too.
She's a beautiful woman. Don't get me wrong.
Very.
At that age, I'd seen a lot of movies.
Yeah.
It wasn't anything new to me.
Yeah.
And we had been rehearsing that scene without her there for weeks. So having her there helped a lot,
Yeah.
but
The third nipple wasn't
so
a
much
distraction.
about so much about it it was so much about it was already sort of ingrained into our brain.
Mm-hmm.
I think the awkwardness of the day
Right.
perfected it. But I think we had already sort of came to the conclusion that this was going to be a very uncomfortable and weird day, and that we were going to just embrace it and roll with it. But we had rehearsed every scene in the movie till we were blue in the face.
It's the Kevin Smith method.
I helped it. Yes, and it works.
Practice.
It works.
Practice.
It absolutely works. I thought he was out of his mind at the time, honestly. I used to think I knew everything. I've since learned that I don't, and that Kevin was absolutely right. But
Yeah.
it just things weren't funny anymore. But that's what makes it funny when you actually do it for people, when it's real and feels natural and not forced.
Yeah, and I think back then you gave line readings too, right?
A bit, but I can't say that I didn't ask for that at some point because
Oh, sure.
I
Like,
think
how do you want me to say that?
I just this is all completely, clearly you have a joke in your head, and I need to be in on this joke.
Yeah.
So just tell me the joke. Once you tell me the joke, I'll give you the joke.
Right. What are these weird inside Jersey jokes that you?
I know, right?
Okay, I get it now. Okay, the dirt mall or
There's a lot of
Snoochie
inside-
Boochie.
a big part of me, I came from a sort of
Steve
being on award-winning drama shows and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this was, and I stepped into a world of a guy, so he had a stopwatch and he was making us do these things faster and faster. And I thought he was out of his damn mind. I did. I thought he was out of his damn mind, and I'm wrong. I was wrong. In retrospect,
It all worked out.
it did. It did.
Chris Hewitt, are you guys drinking Ross Brewing? Why, yes, Chris Hewitt.
It's there.
We are.
Is that
We
what
have
this
the Ross Brewing Res Mellow Sour and the Ross Navsink IPA. You were like,
I got my water.
yeah, yeah. You were like, I would like a pale ale. I was like, we got plenty of pale ales here.
Yeah, that's hot. That's
let
That's
us
a
give
hoppy
you.
one. That's
let
very
us
hoppy.
give you the
Hoppy.
best.
Yeah,
So,
that's a hoppy one.
to our beautiful, wonderful partners and sponsors at Ross Brewing.
Yeah.
This is what we do at late at night.
What's that one you're drinking?
This is called Res Mellow. It's a Berliner Weiss style sour with raspberries and marshmallows.
See, I want to try that.
We got it.
I'll-
We get it?
This one's too
Keep
hot.
talking. I will get
change
you
it.
one.
Change it. I got it. I
Yeah,
got
this
it.
one's
got
too.
it?
This one's too hoppy for me.
Yeah,
Got
let's
it?
switch
Here,
it
here,
up.
give me
I'll
that.
switch
It's
it up.
delicious. Don't get me
Give me
wrong.
that. I'll finish that
I
up.
just don't like hoppy beers.
Oh, it doesn't feel like you didn't like it. It's half gone.
Oh, yeah.
I love that you're choking it down out of courtesy. It's one of my
very
favorite
tasty.
IPAs, but this
It
is. Do you like
that? Just sounds more tasty.
Do you like sours?
I don't know. What's a
Okay.
sour? What do you mean?
It's a beer. It's a sour beer.
sour beer.
Yes. Here,
Oh,
listen.
this is gonna be fun.
If you don't like that one, we'll get you. We got
There's
so much
plenty
beer. It's
others.
not even
What the hell's a sour?
It's a sour beer.
Yes,
It's
it tastes
literally sour.
sourly.
It's sour, but raspberry. It's got raspberries and marshmallows.
So
it's got-
I just started getting used to drinking the sours and getting it and liking
God,
them
it's my
more.
favorite.
I love them now. Yeah, well,
Cheers. Cheers. To the View Universe, to a Shared Universe,
Yes.
to the SModcastle Cinemas.
what do you think? Interesting.
Is that a good
that a
one or
good
bad one?
one?
We're not really sure. So,
I don't know what I was expecting.
I mean, all right, we weren't wrong on the sour, but it's a good
It's
sour.
Now that I know what
Raspmellow.
I'm drinking,
Yes.
I think that I can probably start to enjoy this.
Okay. If not, we can line up the other
I-
6 beers here. We could do a flight.
I think that
Do
would
a
be-
flight. Do a
We could
flight with
literally
some-
have
I
a
would.
flight
If
of
you
Ross
have
Brewery
other
right
ones
now.
for me to try, I would love to
Dude,
try
yeah,
them.
I'll
tell you
give
what
you-
tell you what I think about that.
I'll give you
Now
4
this
I'll give you
is
4
So many.
packs.
almost like hold on.
It's like drinking a Skittle in beer form.
It is strange with the marshmallow. You take
That was
marshmallow.
better because I knew what to expect that time. I think just because I was expecting a beer.
Yeah.
This is
Kinda
almost more like a fizzy, somewhat fruity drink.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that would make sense. It's got
Yes.
fruit. in it.
With how much alcohol is it? About
Which
4%.
I prefer this over
Okay.
the IPA.
Okay, no
I
sweat.
do. Yeah.
It's a strong
Oh,
one. That IPA.
This is
pretty
why
strong.
Ross has got like 16 different varieties.
He's got
now.
a lot of different.
Yeah.
ones.
Out currently right now, not Lifetime. Lifetime,
Yeah.
they've got like
Oh my, 100s. Yeah, currently it's like
Hundreds.
16 right now. Yeah,
hundreds.
absolutely.
Hundreds for sure. That's awesome. Tomorrow starts at 8:00, I believe. Are you excited? You,
Me?
CJ, are you excited? I know he's excited.
I just think it came so fast. Like my days are just like I was excited, and now I'm like it's here already. Oh
Yeah.
my god, that's gonna be cool.
Yeah.
So it just brings back my
It's going to be very
childhood, you know?
surreal for me. I got to tell you, the whole thing's very surreal. Just the fact that this thing has a life still is very surreal. You guys are hung up on masturbating and over
this guy
These guys
What
are
were
all-
they saying?
Like
Here,
hung
we'll
up
put
on.
this up here.
They all,
Masturbating
they all
what?
need to know if
Masturbate in his trailer after the 3 nipples.
That's hilarious.
What a
my.
question. Joshua S. Mundell.
First of all, we didn't have trailers. We all had rooms in the mall.
There you go.
So
Did
if
you have your
if
own
I did,
store?
It was
Like, did
in my-
everyone-
it was
Fashionable
it was in a
male.
room. And I was 24, so I'm not gonna say no.
Right.
But I don't think I did. I think we were more nervous that day and focused on work.
Right.
Plus, I don't think I did that.
Yeah. Now, when you guys
Can't
knocked off
ever
that
recall
day,
actually ever doing that. What?
it was on that when you knocked off that day, like, when they called rap, it was on then.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows? Who knows, man?
Yeah.
I was so young.
So there was a whole huge beginning scene that was cut out of that movie.
I was
Thank
gonna bring-
Animal House.
I was going to bring that up.
Animal House
God.
type of it, right?
If cranes, there was like
Hallelujah.
movement, like Kevin moved the camera.
It wasn't even that though. We were with that original opening scene. We were so frozen. It was so cold.
Oh.
We were shooting on top of a 30-story building in the middle of the winter in Minnesota. It was,
Yeah.
Wow.
It was. We were miserable. I remember the makeup girls were crying and their tears were freezing to their face.
Wow.
It was so cold. To be funny was impossible. And so that first scene just didn't work.
Yeah.
Ironically, though, it is the audition scene that got me the part in the movie.
Oh wow.
There was that scene.
Yeah. It's something I did.
If you haven't seen it, pick up the Mallrats special edition DVD. It's probably
Just
on
don't.
YouTube. Just
Don't
interesting
do it. Don't
to
listen
see.
to Ming. Ming doesn't even know.
purposes.
Ming doesn't even know what he's talking about.
Okay.
You do not need to see that version of the movie.
There's
a reason movies are edited and things wind up on the
that's
editing room
true.
floor. It's a reason. You don't need to see that. There's no reason to see that. Somebody a long time ago had a brain and said that didn't work. Go back and reshoot it a year later, and we went back and reshot what is now the opening scene in the movie.
Yes.
A year later, pay attention to my
really?
hair. Just look at my hair in the movie.
Yes.
Oh well.
And
Couldn't tell.
from one scene to the next.
Wow.
The solution, what they came to, the thing about Brandy Spinning, or not Brandy Spinning, the girl that was swimming.
The girl swimming in the pool. That
Julie
was
Dwyer.
That was
Julie Dwyer.
added
Julie
later,
Dwyer.
so that wasn't even in it.
Julie Dwyer.
Yeah.
Just so funny.
It was fun.
Jesus Christ.
I like it. Just cuts to the chase.
So
right away.
Yeah.
ridiculous. The fact that I get to say she's fucking dead. What?
It's great.
Brilliant.
And for a guy from Jersey who saw Clerks and had that reference, and that was a reference from Clerks.
The Julie
Mallrats.
Dwyer, yeah. Died in mid
Blew my mind the first time I saw it. I'm like, oh my God, they just connected the movies.
Right. Yeah, and that
The first lines in the movie, they just connected them.
you can thank Marvel and DC for that connection. Is Kevin always wanted the universes to connect like comic books, and
But right away.
like right off the bat.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I was like, holy crap, you just
Yeah.
connected a black and white movie, Clerks, to Mallrats.
yeah.
If when we're in the dirt mall, I pick up a hat that says Clerks.
Says is that Clerks on it? Yeah, it's the original one
You
that,
notice that?
Scott Mosier's sister
Can't
made.
remember.
Yeah,
No,
Mo's
yeah.
your sister did. Yeah, she was the script supervisor.
Yeah,
Is that what you pick up
was
and put
lovely.
down? You pick
Yep.
up, look at it, and put
He
it down.
puts it on
Yes,
for
so
a
you put
second,
it on, okay.
and he's like, "This hat sucks."
Yeah,
He
sucks.
puts
You
it
put
on.
it down. That's, oh my God.
It's like, oh God, I don't want this.
See, this is why I want to watch. I can't wait to watch the movie,
Yeah.
to see that again. Be like,
Yeah.
oh shit, I remember that. But
How many?
I'm getting
times,
old. I'm forgetting things. But I used to remember that movie.
How many times would you say you've seen Mallrats?
Oh my God, so many.
All right, not that many. Apparently, you missed that scene. Like that one.
I
sticks
just-
out.
I
No,
just
those are
forgot for a
those are
second.
Easter. We call Easter.
Good
eggs.
Easter
We
eggs.
call
I just
those
forgot it for a
Easter eggs.
second, but I
Easter egg.
remember.
Those are little things that to this day, nobody has ever noticed that my hair is long in the opening scene.
Did not notice
And
that.
the next time you see me, I've got that fucking short, dorky haircut.
Never noticed that.
I got to tell you, I went in. I got the role with long hair, and I went in there with long hair. And the first day I was there, the hairdresser fucking cut my hair off, butchered my hair. And when Kevin saw me, he was pissed. He was not happy about it, and neither was I.
Oh.
She
So she fucked it up.
she fucking just decided, this character needs to have short hair,
Right.
and she cut my hair off.
Wow.
And yeah, Kevin was pissed, but there was nothing I could do at that point. You just try to make it, look as good as possible, and then fucking know that it grows out again. But nobody has ever caught that before.
No.
And I don't know what that says about either Kevin's movies or just
That the dialogue's so good. I'm not looking at
Now,
it.
now
I think
tomorrow,
everybody's so
I'm gonna
fried
be
when they
like,
watch the
"Holy
movie, they just
Shit!
don't-
Tomorrow I'm gonna be like, oh my god, I notice it now.
No, I was hanging on every word. I wasn't looking at your hair. And I was looking at Claire Fulani. Let's
It's
be honest here.
impossible
So
not to. And I think that's the greatest distraction ever.
your character did well, my friend. So
Yes,
Thank you. Yeah, CJ, put the movie on and watch the difference. I know
Yes.
CJ Robles. Put the movie on, bro, and you're gonna laugh your ass off. It's long in the first scene. Next time you see me, it's short.
yeah. You have any good Michael Rooker stories?
Yes, he hated me. Michael
Did he
Rooker-
what?
Really?
Are you sure he
Rooker?
hated you, or did you just think he
me.
hated you? Because I
no,
can see.
he hated me.
Yeah?
I think maybe
Why did he
maybe
hate
his
you?
character
Just for the character? Maybe he was
in character and
Yeah.
he felt like he needed to hate me.
Yeah.
But I honestly felt like he hated me, and I felt like he hated the movie. He hated the movie at first. He really didn't like the movie until people started.
I don't think he
loving
hates
it.
Later on, yeah.
Now he loves it, just like all of us. He loves it, and it's one of the things that he gets asked about the most. But there was a long time when it was kind of a failure for all of us. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And
Oh,
so it was
man.
a bit of a sore subject. But when we were shooting the movie, I don't know if it's because he was playing the dad that's not supposed to like me.
Yes.
But yeah, no, he when he was like holding my face and I was like right in his face. I remember he was like, "Why are you moving your eyes around so much?" And I go, "Oh, something like
Because
that."
you're scaring the shit out of me.
Don't
That's
tell
fine.
me how to act. You're scaring me. That's all it is. You're just scary.
He usually if we're at the same con together, he'll have
Yeah.
me moderate his panel.
He's the funniest.
And he has me do it because he knows he can throw me around and shit.
He actually put him on a bike one time. He put you on a bicycle.
We
From
were
It.
at a con and he took the little banana seat kid's bike. Somebody had the one from the new It movie.
It movie. He just took it. He didn't know it was
he
from
just
it.
took it. He
He
rode it
just
up on,
took it.
he rode it up on stage and I'm monitoring him, I'm laughing and he's like, dude, get up on the handlebars. I'm
he
like,
got on the-
okay, sir, because why wouldn't I? And then he's like, we're gonna ride off the stage. I'm like, what? He's like,
Yeah.
yeah, hold on tight, we're going off the stage. I'm like,
he did.
That's amazing.
and I was like, all right, so I braced myself to have all my bones broken, and he stops
Yep.
just short of the stage, and
That's fantastic.
we kind of tip over.
Tipped over.
They're-
Did you
they're-
break it a little bit?
I think we flattened one of the tires or something. Yeah, like the one of the tires gave out. And I'm glad we didn't go over it because we totally would have. You were going like this. Instead of I think he thought we were gonna kind of go like the Dukes of Hazzard. We would have tipped over. You know what would have hit first? I would have.
Yeah.
My head would have hit that floor first. Yeah. But and then
He's a very interesting guy.
I guess he loves doing like
He's such a great human being.
he really is.
He is. He's a big teddy bear, is all he is.
He is. We gotta get him down here.
Remember when there was no one in New Orleans and someone gave him a bottle of liquor and he
Yeah.
was doing shots with
We're
people
doing
coming
shots.
up to him?
Yeah, I had one or two. Yeah,
it. He's the sweetest guy.
yeah.
I mean, he really. What I love, and I think Michael Rooker changed conventions for me, because whenever I first started doing conventions, there was kind of sort of a feeling of being desperate to have to be there and like make money in a way.
Back in the day,
that
yes.
didn't feel like it was becoming. You know what I mean? It felt kind of desperate, and I never had fun at them. And then I went to a convention and Michael was there and he was having such a good time and he was being so nice to everybody and everybody was flocking to him and I thought, God, maybe I should just try having fun at these things and stop taking them so seriously and just appreciate what's going on. And man, ever since then, I love conventions. I have so much fun. Yeah. I enjoy meeting with the fans and signing autographs and, talking to people, because without them, like, we wouldn't get to do this silly stuff that we do.
Right. And then, they go out and support all your future work as well. So.
They're the reason that this movie is still alive 28 years later. They're the reason. Yeah, geez,
if you could have a conversation with Brian Johnson for me, please, to just sit back and enjoy these things, that'd be awesome. I don't think it would change anything.
No,
but
with Brian Johnson wouldn't change.
Why? No. What's up with Brian?
He's been known to be very grumpy at these conventions.
Oh, really?
And act like he doesn't want to be there.
Can't do that.
Not look up from his iPad.
You can't do that.
Snap at children for taking free photos from 100 feet away. Or at times not even showing up unannounced.
Yes.
Listen,
that's the old Brian.
I remember at New Jersey HorrorCon, he didn't come, and I sat at his table just sitting there.
I'm telling you right now,
for hours.
Just like with almost anything in life,
yes,
it is deciding to change your thinking.
Yes, attitude. Yes,
it's attitude. If you decide to change your thinking in the moment, whenever you're miserable and you're thinking every negative thing about what's going on, and you're turning it into the lowest common denominator, then it's going to be a bad experience.
Yes.
But if you start realizing like the little, even the small nuanced good things, and understand that you're just blessed to be doing what you're doing in general, and that none of us are out there slinging hammers and doing actual like hard labor. We're it puts things into perspective.
Yeah, for sure. So speaking of which, do you have any schedule this year? Are we going to be hanging out later on
convention?
This year?
There's Chiller in April.
We always stop by Chiller. You stop by Chiller sometimes.
See if I can get an adjoining table.
Chiller's always,
that would be wonderful.
So we always have fun next to each other, man.
Yes. And I do have a couple more, but I got to tell you off the top of my head, I can't tell you.
No sweat.
I don't know what they are. I wish I could tell you.
I believe your brother and I are supposed to be in Wyoming.
I don't keep it
later on this.
Oh, that would be cool.
Wyoming, huh?
Yeah,
Wyoming. Have you been to Wyoming?
Never.
It's beautiful.
Which is why I think you should come along.
What time of the year?
I believe it's in July.
Really?
7th through the 9th.
Dude, Wyoming, huh?
Wyoming PopCon is
beautiful. It's going to be there.
Do they have a film festival?
Get up to the mountains.
They do not have a film festival.
Well, it doesn't matter anymore. I enjoy the cons anyway.
In Wyoming, get up to the mountains.
And it's more specifically, it's in a town called Casper. Don't know if you've ever been there, but
Casper,
Hoverman, hook a brother up. I'll do an appearance at 3 Alarm. You know I will always.
Oh, dude. Hey, man, bring me along, man.
Yeah.
Hey, there's my honey. Leslie Stewart.
What's up, Leslie?
Wow. That's the love.
All right, Jeremy, are you down?
You're down for that one too. Which one is that?
Well, let me talk to the promoter. Her name is Carla.
Honey, which one am I down for?
Amazing.
She's telling me which.
Which ones you're down for?
Yeah, she knows.
She got it down.
Smart. Yeah, she knows all those things.
That's awesome. Yeah,
the Wyoming one sounds good.
Yeah, we've always got 3 Alarm comics too.
Yeah, we got to go down there because I want to taste the
3 Alarm is amazing.
It is.
I got to tell you guys,
big huge shout out.
Wyoming in July. I'm gonna be. I'm gonna be at the one in Wyoming.
Wait, what?
Yeah,
you're there?
Wow!
Yay!
I'm gonna go.
We're gonna.
Off.
We gotta.
I don't have to work.
Wyoming's so beautiful, man. I shot a movie with Corin. In Idaho, Wyoming,
Corin Nemec, or
Corin,
Corin,
Mr. Parker Lewis,
Elizabeth Berkley, and Ellie Keats and Ernie Reyes.
Wow,
Ernie's
Ernie's a good guy.
Yeah,
really great guy.
Roger Corman produced kind of like sort of low budget movie.
Oh, really?
We were stuck up in the mountains eating like freaking cellophane noodles every day that we were like, we were miserable. No, it was awful.
Oh,
and but it was. The setting up, it was just so beautiful, and we went to like Yellowstone and all of that. It was gorgeous.
Holy crap, that's awesome.
Dude,
okay,
it's incredible.
Well, I can't wait.
Wow.
Hopefully we'll have some time to actually see Wyoming. So often when we do these conventions, we get stuck in these damn
inside, right?
Oh,
you just see the hotel. You go from the airport to the hotel.
Ming finds a way out.
Oh, I never. I do. I go to the hotel.
You do.
I drop my bag off. I take a dump, and
then you're out.
Then
you're
I'm out. I'm like,
never there. You just crash whenever.
All right. I go to the. I find the local coffee place, and I ask him where the good dive bars are.
I'll never forget. We're in Houston, and I was with guys from Hang On Nia Schwartz, and we were done. It was late. We were done. It was like 2:00 in the morning.
Not done with me.
We go back to the hotel. And then we see like in the morning we wake up and there's a picture of a taco at 4 a.m. that you went out and you showed it to us. And you're like, we're still going.
You were invited.
Listen, I can tell you one thing that I learned very, very early on in conventions.
Okay.
And that is do not party when you're there until even the last day. Because sitting there all day long sweating alcohol is the most miserable, one of the most miserable experiences you could ever. Marcia
Kurtzman.
Yay.
What's up? Wait,
I love those two people right there.
It's a Walt. No, I think she means
Those are two of
Walt.
my favorite
What?
people
Jeremy
on
London.
the planet, the greatest makeup artist.
By far.
Cinema history.
By far.
Kurtzman. What's this dive bar he went to in the middle of nowhere?
Yeah, I think we may be hanging there at some point. So he means the dirt bar. So we
dirt bar?
we'll go to the dirt bar.
Who said that?
Scott wants.
Oh, he's been there, dude. Yeah, we brought him there.
Yeah,
I
we brought
forgot
him.
about
We
that.
brought him there,
and we had
yeah.
pizza too. That guy was up. He made the pizza.
The old guy was awake. Yeah, he only makes pizzas when he's not.
When he's
sleeping
awake
in the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome.
And if the sauce is there, remember he said he had to make the sauce from scratch.
Only makes the pizza if the plum tomatoes are ripe and in the perfect condition.
He wouldn't
for
do
him to make
it
the
for
sauce.
us.
It's winter
because
that's not
it wasn't ready. It wasn't right.
Yeah.
I can't. Where's he gonna get the tomatoes from right now?
There's I think it's New Jersey. He knows a guy.
Yeah,
he knows a guy.
Yeah, of course.
He knows a guy.
He's like, I got a boat coming in. Hey,
Yeah, for sure. Well, jeez, we're gonna see each other in July. That's awesome. I don't even know if that's even been announced yet. So, Carla, if you're watching, sorry, we may have jumped the gun there. But hey, come on, what a hell of a way to announce a guest.
I know, right? That's awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
That sounds pretty cool.
None of you heard anything.
Yeah.
None of you saw any of that, heard any of that. You've been Jedi mind tricked.
So
These are
tomorrow,
not the dates you're looking for.
so tomorrow's screening and then Q&A. Is it
After,
Q&A
right? Yeah, after.
I believe so.
So the
Okay.
movie and then the Q&A.
You guys may be there late. You know these Kevin Q&As.
Yeah.
You know how
so
they
if it
go.
starts at 8, so what's Q&A about 10 o'clock?
Well,
10,
have
9:30,
these-
But I
10,
can't wait. I want to milk it for everything it's worth, man. It should be. That's what it should. It should be an event, don't you guys think?
It's it's definitely an event.
It should be an event.
Everyone's like, oh man,
Everyone
Like a
going is going to be
concert,
so
you know?
excited to be
It's
there,
somewhat
and
like
they're
a
going to love every
concert,
minute
kind
of
of.
it.
Yeah, it's going to be cool.
Yeah,
It's going to be
for
cool.
sure.
It's like a concert. And I'll tell you, we all we really haven't all been together like this for it's been way too long.
Yeah.
You know? And we're all over 50,
Yeah.
I think now. I don't know how old Kevin is.
over 50.
I'm 52. He's 52.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm 50 now, and I'm a grandfather, and I don't know how old Jason Lee is, but I know he's right
Around the same.
around the same.
Got to be
And-
around the same.
And and it's just going to be a completely different dynamic, I think. But like more of kind of it's just a family, like almost like a family reunion kind of thing, you know. I'm excited about
That's
that.
awesome. Yeah, I was beyond happy when I heard you were coming up here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting. Exciting to see you again after just like kind of
Joseph and
met you
Ashley
real
making
quickly.
this happen. I gotta say thank you.
Yeah.
Joseph
Oh yeah,
and Ashley.
yeah.
You guys
They're
are making this
they're
happen.
they're
It's
awesome.
That is really cool.
Just really, really cool.
And-
he texted me. He said, "I've got some good news, and I've got some good news."
That's
Which is
always
what you
good to hear.
always want to hear.
Right.
You don't want. I don't want any bad news.
No,
None.
man.
Give me the good news and then the even better news.
And you know, I got to tell you, these things fall through so often. You know, there have been so many times whenever I thought these things were going to happen, and then
yeah,
right
and
at
then
the last moment, it doesn't.
oh, we've been there. It's like, hey, you're going to a con in the Isle of Wight, south of England. Like, awesome, this is gonna be great. And then it's
Nothing.
like, hey, so where?
Well, this guy just went to Dubai.
That's terrible.
Well, that
He
Did
was
you
just in
really?
Dubai.
Yeah,
Were
that-
you really?
Yeah, I went there for Comic Con. Yeah, some nut threw a Comic Con out there, and it was
How was it?
the con itself was
Did they know who you were?
They did, shockingly enough. Yeah, there are a lot of expats in Dubai. You know, people come from all over the world. So
That's
a lot of
amazing.
people had moved over there from here. You know, they're from all.
I'd
over
be
the
shocked
US.
if one person knew who the hell it was. If
No,
it was Dubai. I'd be
they do.
shocked. I'd
Oh,
be-
they do.
I'd be like, huh?
They they do. Yeah, they get Morats there. They get
Yeah.
they get part.
What?
You're probably
Yeah, party.
probably based on
They
Party
let
of
people
Five.
watch it?
You probably don't know, but there's probably a
They probably have it live now, like,
Yeah.
over there.
Party-
it's like
Probably just
they
coming
got
in.
it.
Party of five. The tables of five coming to. I remember one country called the Tables of Five was the name of it.
Really?
It had all kinds of different names depending on which country, because
Yeah.
Party of Five didn't make sense to
It's
a
like-
lot of people.
Like in Euro Trip when they get there and they're like Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Yeah, don't be mistaken. Dubai is much more westernized than you would think it was.
Yeah.
So, It was fine. Before I went out there, I read all the do's and don'ts. I did not want to offend anybody. Didn't want any body parts missing when I came back. Didn't, I wanted to stay out of trouble. So I read all the protocol, which, don't touch women without, well, don't touch women.
You do not want to be in a
No matter
prison
what.
over there.
That, don't be drunk in public. Then there are these, more specific rules. Don't shake with your left hand.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. So I was trying to keep my nose
Even like
clean.
where they all drive like Bentleys, they all still
Bentleys, a lot of
they're still
Lambos.
wiping their ass with their other hand. Do
Yes.
they still do that?
It's a cultural thing. Supposedly. I don't know. I didn't sit there and watch. So
Come on, really?
So, I was very respectful, dressed modestly, which,
Yeah.
and then I got there and I was like, wait a minute.
It was different.
The women dress like
Normal.
They dress like they do here, like, in the U.S.
They didn't have to wear anything on their faces.
Yeah, have you seen pictures of like women in like Iraq like 50, 60 years ago?
Oh,
They
yeah,
could-
before
they
were
were
full.
gorgeous,
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
They got
yeah.
to wear
before the shot,
strip
the,
mini-
all that.
the
mini
revolution.
dresses. Like they got to like
Yeah.
Very,
be
I ran
free souls, free spirits.
It's crazy.
Yeah. But
Everyone- I did see stuff about it.
Now they're getting killed if they don't wear their hijab the proper way.
Yeah,
they're wearing it, and they're just not wearing it the proper way.
Yeah, but
That's sad.
at one point I've been invited to this bar in Dubai by some locals, so I'm doing tequila shots and dancing with Saudi women. I'm like, I'm just sitting
This could
there,
go bad.
and I'm like, this is not what I thought Dubai was going to
would
be
be,
like,
right?
and I'm going to roll with it because everybody else is, and I don't think I'm going to get in trouble tonight. And it was fun. It was
I told
fun.
Ming he should write a book about all the places he's been.
Absolutely.
I'm working on it.
Like this guy says, Jeremy, do you have any memories of Party of Five? He's like, I know you used to party really hard. Do you remember any of that? Anything? Do I have any memories? Of course I have memories. I have tons of memories. What kind of memories? What kind of memories? Be more specific.
Yes, be more specific.
Ming, you had a killer booth in Dubai.
Oh yeah, so usually we go to a comic and you get a table. Basically, you get this table,
Right.
Yeah.
the 6-foot card.
If you're
table.
lucky.
I had this whole thing. It looked like a studio apartment. It was cool.
Nice.
It had like a wall and everything, and
Yeah?
it was cool, like pillars.
That's cool.
And they put my name on the top of it on all 4 sides. It was pretty cool. Then this artist came over and drew a big mural on the
That's
on the
amazing.
back of the other side. It was in Arabic. I'm like, what is that?
That's
It was like, oh, that's your name. I put your
That's
name in
so
Arabic
cool.
on there. I was like, holy
Wow.
crap, man.
I'm
so,
not going to say I'm not jealous. I'm jealous.
so I'm
that's very neat.
hoping,
Go
after
back. You want to go back?
after Wyoming, we'll go to Dubai.
Good.
Let's do that. Let's go do one of those like wingsuit dives off the top of
The Burj Khalifa?
Khalifa.
You know what? I
do it.
I would like some training first, possibly.
Dude, they're jets you put on your back. How hard can it
I
be?
don't think there's any
I
method of
think you have a
propulsion.
parachute.
I think you
Yeah,
just,
pussy. Come on. It's just the
know what?
tallest building in the world.
what a
it
way
has
to-
its own environment and atmosphere.
what a way to go then.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, that would be a good story. I mean, frankly, listen, if you're gonna go, I was wingsuit diving off the top of the Burj Khalifa.
Is this something you've
Lord?
is this something you've watched? Because I pulled up
Yes.
YouTube videos of this.
They do have that.
It
They-
is.
Yeah, they had these
They
two
have
guys.
to do with the 2 different colors, and they're like going around each other. Have you seen that?
Yeah, they light smoke on their leg,
Brilliant.
like
Those
colored
are just
smoke.
the skydivers, but they're dudes that do this. the
And they
wingsuit.
legit they don't just go to the top of the Burj. There's this huge antenna that's like really
Oh, so the
flimsy
top.
antenna. So they
Yeah.
go all the way to the top, and they shoot a video of them jumping off and flying
It's
around.
like going to
and shit.
Empire State Building and climbing that one,
Yeah.
that little bar. It's all the FM radio.
Well, apparently Elon Musk was going to build a Tesla's building bigger than the Burj Khalifa, but I think that has gone. That dream has gone south.
No, he probably should have done that instead of buying Twitter.
You
But
think?
you know what? I don't ask anyone
We
where they
don't.
spend the money.
Have they sent anyone to space?
Still got more
lately?
money than me. What's that?
Have they sent any
yeah,
more people
SpaceX
to
is
space
still a
lately?
thing, yeah.
They still doing that?
I think
the
so,
Space,
yeah.
the 5-minute ride to space
Yeah,
and back.
it's good revenue.
Yeah.
Like,
10
it's
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
Make Ming find you a frisbee golf course
It's
up
disc
there.
golf,
So
first of all.
disc golf is something that you're really
Old
into.
man.
Something I
I
used to.
am into disc golf.
I played a
Big.
lot when I was in high school. There was
It's-
a course by my house.
What
and
is
then-
this?
Well, it's actually getting like people. They're starting to get $1 million contracts. And
Yeah.
stuff now.
So,
it's becoming a real thing.
Disc
now.
golf. We should go. I'll teach you. How
I
to
don't
play.
know what it is.
So you go to a
Man,
field
check it out on YouTube. It's
and,
amazing. It's like playing golf with
with a frisbee.
They're discs. They're not frisbees.
Sorry,
they
disc.
go a lot
They're
farther
disc.
than
They're
frisbees.
disc.
They're
Yeah,
built different.
they're weighted
Each
by
one's,
grams,
they do
the
different
whole
things.
thing.
Some go left, some go right.
Yeah.
Some make S turns. All kind. It's amazing.
Wow.
It's
There's
like
a science to
there's
it.
like a driver disc. There's
Yes.
like
putter
a
disc.
putter disc.
It's the
There's-
same
there's
concept
one,
as regular. You birdies, eagles,
Wow.
bogeys,
yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
scorecard.
All of that stuff.
And Jeremy's a Tiger Woods of disc
I'm
golf
not.
right now.
I'm
so,
not.
or he's aspiring to be.
I'm
All right, maybe the Tom Kite of disc golf.
I'm more
so.
like the Bill Murray.
Bill. Okay, no. But instead of holes, there are these chain link
They're
baskets.
chain link baskets, yeah.
Really?
And you got to throw it in the basket.
YouTube disc golf.
Yeah.
It will blow your mind and change
It's
your world.
awesome.
I'm 50 years old and I played 54 holes of disc golf yesterday.
in a row.
Wow.
Very,
In a
very
row.
yes,
In a
with
row?
my stepson. It's the best exercise. It was incredible.
Yeah.
It was
54, huh? Wow.
How did you get into disc golf? 'Cause my friend-
oldest stepson, my grandbaby's mama's dad, if that makes sense. Wow, that's gonna get complicated. Ricky. So my grandbaby's
I drew a map in my head.
grandbaby's other grandfather
Okay.
introduced me to it.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
I mean-
he's younger than me.
Yeah, they're in nearby Oceanport. There's a I think
There is one?
there's a 9. It's either 9 or 18. I think it's 9.
Really?
It might be 18. And
It's amazing what they have that you don't realize that they have around.
yeah, it's freaking awesome. I remember. Yeah, I used to go to this park, and they had behind with the check-in desk. I think you paid $2 to play 18 holes, but then they had all these discs for sale back there, and I was like, oh man,
Dude,
this
you
is
have
cool.
to do it. First of all, I'm a huge Simon Lizotte fan, and Simon Lizotte he's just changed from one company called Discmania to a company for the discs that I throw the most of, which is MVP and Axiom.
Yeah.
And he's getting $1 million a year. And dude, listen, just a couple of years ago, the biggest prize that these guys would get would be like $3,500.
Right.
You know, so
Yeah.
that just tells you where this
Blowing
sport's
up,
going.
man.
When you got people like Ricky Wysocki, who's the number one in the world right now, who just, I mean, the amazing accuracy. But these guys can throw. Okay, so like my farthest that I can throw is maybe on my best throw about 380 feet. Simon has thrown one like 900 and some
Holy crap, triple
900
that?
and some feet.
Wow.
These guys are throwing like 600, 700, 800 feet.
Wow.
And it's not all strength.
It's
technique,
technique.
spin.
There are girls on the women's professional tour that throw 450 feet.
Yeah.
So
I
it is.
What's the
it's
spin like?
technique, and I'm
What's the
finally
technique spin?
getting it. I'm finally getting it.
You have to like spin around, or how do you get it?
No. There's a cross step when you come up, and the whole way you swing your arm and everything like that. But there are things called hyzer flips and all of these like different ways that you get the discs to come out and then pop up and float and then come down. And some go left, some go right, and you have to learn how to different angles and all of that stuff. But it's like a Zen experience. It's a much more personal experience.
Yeah, it's
I
cool.
think than like ball golf. It
it's-
really truly is.
Like I used to throw the
It's a
discus.
soul-
I wonder
Yeah,
if that would help.
you coach
Yes,
discus.
I
So I
could.
think
You
that would
absolutely. If
yeah.
you did the discus,
I did the discus.
You would
Coach discus,
sail
right?
I
there,
coach.
bro.
I coach
Oh,
middle school
bro,
discus.
you
Yeah.
will destroy.
Really? Oh,
Yeah.
and I can still do it. I still got it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Just don't throw as
just
far.
YouTube disc
Yeah.
golf. It will blow your mind. It'll change your life. And if you did that,
I am.
bro,
I could
you'll
do
be
the
able to
spin.
putt.
I was the best. Like at spinning.
First of all,
Yeah, you're in.
Simon Lizotte and all these guys, they will do a 360
yeah.
spin and throw it
Wow.
throw it really far. As a matter of fact, I think the long throwers like Simon Lizotte and the guys that throw. There's one guy that threw it like 1,200 feet, but he threw it in a 40-mile-an-hour wind. So
Oh, okay. So a
I
little
don't
help.
count it. Yeah.
Okay.
Little
Little tailwind.
They spin and then throw it.
Wow.
Anthony Barella is one of the top dogs. He's with Discraft.
I gotta try
Young
that.
guy.
Yeah, when it gets warmer, we'll go.
You would
We'll go.
love it.
Now you're gonna destroy me, but that's cool. Like I don't care.
You'd love it.
It's cool. Dig out my old discs are in a bin.
And it's
somewhere.
not it's not one of those things where you are really competing. Like when you play ball golf, one thing that I noticed, there's kind of an elitist sort of attitude with ball golf, and everybody wants to kick each other's ass.
Right.
In disc golf, it's the community is so supportive of each
Yeah.
other. Everybody just wants to see their friend or the loved one throw a good throw.
Yeah.
And everybody's just so happy for somebody else when they get that, because they know the good feeling that person's having right there, because it's a different experience. It's very cool.
It's very
Excellent.
satisfying sound when
It is.
when you're putting. You hit those chains right at the right
chains,
angle.
it's addicting,
It falls into
man.
the basket.
Yeah.
Yeah, the sound of those chains, it's addicting. I've got a basket in my backyard, and my stepson and we'll go out there for hours and play horse, and it's incredible.
Yeah, and I think they have portable baskets now, right? I heard
I
they
will
had
go
portable
anywhere.
ones
I
at
can
that.
break I can
Oh,
break
you
mine
can?
down in about 2 minutes and
Okay.
pack it up and take it with me anywhere I want to go.
That's cool. I just sparked a memory. I remember in our neighborhood we didn't have the baskets, so it'd be like, all right, the next hole's at the that stop sign right there, like 800 feet away. So we just go until we hit
There's nothing wrong. Dude, listen,
Yeah, that's how we would play.
go get a disc. Even I think Walmart is starting to carry Ricky Wysocki. Believe it's disc. Dynamic discs, starter pack, and it gives you a driver, a mid-range, and a putter. And those discs are so good that it will get you going. And then after that, you'll want to start doing your research and figure out, which kind of discs that mean. Go to a disc store, talk to the pro there, and tell them your
style
and how long you've been doing it and all that, and they'll lead you, on the right path. And it's just important not to get started with discs that are too fast and stuff like that. They've got different speeds, 1 through 14 and a half, I believe it is right now. And the highest speed disc that I have is 13.
Yeah.
But it's because I throw hard.
Right.
Most people don't need to throw over a 9 or a 10,
Yeah, it's
so
cool.
figuring out that kind of stuff too.
And then when you look at this, you flip over. There's a little number on the bottom.
There it is.
It's,
There's a bunch of
it's
numbers.
The weight
There's
in
4
grams.
numbers.
Yeah.
There's the weight, but there's a bunch of different numbers. There's the speed, and there's the glide, and there's the does it turn left or right, and all of that kind of stuff. So it's pretty neat.
I'm excited.
I think you would like it. Yeah, when it warms up.
If you were a discus, bro,
Yeah.
you're gonna flip. You're gonna love this.
Yeah.
I've been coaching the discus for years. Discus and shot for
you're
middle
gonna-
school, for
you're gonna
middle
love
school
it.
kids.
We'll get the Shared Universe disc golf team going.
It's a good family thing.
We'll
man.
print up our own
I gotta tell you,
scorecards.
my beautiful lady and her son, my stepson Ethan, and we'll take the grandbaby out in the stroller and go out as a family and just play around. It's so cool, man.
Yeah, it's very laid back, very
It's so
cool.
neat.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and like I said, community is pretty tight.
Oh man, the people at OTB Discs and at Grip Equipment found out that I was a disc golf fan and sent us bags, hats.
Oh, no way.
Discs, like all of this kind of stuff.
When do we
You
see
guys
the
are drunk? No,
when do we see
I don't get drunk.
No, we're not drunk.
Oh,
Oh, that's our friend Virginia.
Oh,
She
no.
She was the craft beer buyer over at our favorite
Gotcha.
bar called the Nip and Tuck.
Yeah.
Now she's working sales over at Carton Brewing, my friend. So, of which I purchased just this week a keg from her, keg of beer called Cafe Horchata.
It's over there.
It's a coffee imperial cream ale with
alcohol.
horchata in it. And that's
Really?
a beer. Yeah, it's a beer. It's more of a beer with
Sounds
coffee.
like a dessert, like a weird
It's amazing. It's also very strong. So thank you, Jen. We love
that
you.
Sounds like I would be.
We love you.
later.
I hear I'm getting Carton glassware tomorrow, so we got a pretty good hookup.
Nice.
But,
There you go.
But I always, we've had Augie Carton on the show, so the guy who started Carton Brewing. So yeah,
A lot of people in here, which is great to have you here.
yeah.
In the studio.
I mean, this is something we've been wanting to do for a while. So
This is way overdue.
when we heard you were coming to town, like, dude,
Got it.
if you come to the studio and podcast with us for a little bit, it would make my year. So
Of course, man.
I
Anytime.
really appreciate it.
I'll be back up here, and I'll do this anytime. I will.
Yeah. And
I mean, you are paying me, right?
Oh, I mean, hey, send me the.
Wait, you're not paying
Send me the Venmo invoice, and
What?
we'll take care of it. So, and I remember one of my more fond memories of last year was sitting at breakfast with you,
So fun.
Uncle John's Pancake
Eating
Wagon
pancakes.
What?
in
Eating
Gatlinburg, Tennessee.
in Gatlinburg eating pancakes.
Yeah, can I tell
And
you
I think
real?
we had just seen the bear, didn't we? Had we just
I
seen the
think
bear?
you had just seen the bear. I didn't get to see a bear,
did.
but I'll tell you a really quick story. The day before I heard he was in town, he was like, "Oh, we're eating breakfast at the hotel," and I was like, "Oh, I'll come meet you," and like it was in. The breakfast was right by the indoor pool, so it smelled like chlorine the whole time.
It did. It was horrible.
And I saw this breakfast.
That food was
it was
awful.
on like a
It was
paper
the worst,
plate,
the most
and I'm like,
disgusting.
and I'll eat
my
anything,
poor
right?
lady, my poor.
But I was like, are those eggs? Because
they
don't
were
look-
like liquid.
What the hell was
eggs.
that?
My
I felt so
Leslie.
bad. I'm like, all right, I can't. This won't. Not in my. Not on my watch. I'm like, dude, tomorrow meet me at Uncle John's Pancake Wagon.
John's Pancake Wagon.
Yeah, which
We were
was
so
down the
Amazing.
street.
They were so delicious. Dude.
And
that place had a line out the door.
We did.
And
we got
and yes, Gatlinburg is the Vegas of the South, and it is kitschy, and I'm not a big fan of most of it, but this place,
Yes, thank you, Courtney.
this place
Ming is very good at
was
finding breakfast places.
so damn good.
Yeah, but this one was literally right down the street from.
But
both
it
of
was
us,
clearly
so-
like there's a reason there's a a line out the door. But what was nice about it is the line moves really fast.
Yeah, and move
I was
quick.
quite impressed.
Move quick, and yeah, you didn't
I
get.
think
some-
she talked me into believing I was drunk.
Yeah,
I
definitely
can't
not
tell.
drunk.
Yeah.
No.
And
Impressed. Is what
Jen,
I
this
should-
is 4.4%.
Yeah,
We're not getting. We are not getting drunk.
No. I was just not only that the food was delicious.
Yeah. Well,
I think
Ty,
yeah.
if you're listening, we'd love to come back. So
Yes.
yeah, Ty, shoot,
Who's that?
shoot the promoter.
Yes.
Ty, yes.
Ty, bring us
We
back.
would love
loved
to
it
come
up
back.
Ming, what was that breakfast place in Houston that we went to?
Oh, that was the Breakfast Club with
Breakfast
the K.
Club with a K.
Yeah, it's kind
That
of
was wild.
soul food breakfast.
They
fried-
just
Doesn't the word breakfast have a K in it?
it does, but
No.
club is Breakfast Club, but the
gotcha,
club's
okay, gotcha.
club's
Yeah.
spelled with a K.
and they make you go in like
Oh,
there's a line, but it
Talk about the
flies,
line,
and
man.
they're
That's
just
a
like,
huge line.
They're like order, get out of here.
One of those, but yeah, imagine fried catfish and
Food's
grits.
really good though. It's so worth it.
If you haven't noticed, this is why I do anything. It's for food. It's for just to eat and occasionally drink as well. That's at night. But if the main motivating factor is food here. So yeah.
Oh man, it was so good.
Should have a reality TV show on the Food
Hey,
Network.
did you go to the haunted house thing that we did?
I did not. Oh yeah, so they
That was
set up these kind of
hilarious.
experiences
That was
during
so
the
cool.
convention.
Oh?
And him and his brother they led a haunted house.
You did?
My
They were-
brother is the biggest pussy on the face. I've
Perfect,
never seen a
perfect.
bigger
I
coward.
almost forgot about that.
I've never
Doesn't like
seen a bigger
scary
coward in my entire life. My brother was like, if you were walking, most of the girls probably even watching this, and definitely my lady, through a house with a bunch of rats running around. My brother was so mortified to be in this haunted house. It was one of the funniest things I've ever witnessed in my entire life. Like it was so hilarious.
I apologize for not being there.
He knows, Scott. You can tell him. He knows. He was just like, he was the biggest pussy I've ever seen. It was so funny.
Yeah.
You went.
What'd you do at the haunted house? Then?
well,
You just hosted people
they-
going in?
We literally just walked with
People?
groups of people through this haunted house, and
Yeah.
the first time we did it, not only did it feel like it took forever, but it was genuinely scary. It
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
genuinely scary. They do a phenomenal job there, and they've got these clowns, which I
Clowns.
hate.
Clowns? Oh.
Nothing scarier than
Clowns,
a clown.
okay.
Nothing scarier than a scary clown. But they had this girl that climbed around, and just the whole thing was just creepy. And they do a really good job with it.
cool.
It's very, I guess, theme parky kind of feeling.
Sure. Well, it's Gatlinburg, so
it is, but it's genuinely scary. The first time you go through,
yeah.
went through a couple of times because of the different groups. But,
Different groups, yeah.
But the first time was genuinely scary. But I had such a great time watching my brother be such a chicken shit that I never,
That's awesome.
and I was never scared. I just,
Right.
kept hoping he would be really scared. I was like, whatever happens next, please, please, please make my brother even more scared than he is right now. Please, I got to see where this is gonna go.
I'm sorry I missed that. So they scheduled at the same time was a moonshine tasting
It was.
no.
with Felissa Rose from Sleepaway Camp.
We did that.
And,
those little
and
thimbles.
Walter
I-
Jones.
I
Well, you
don't
get
know
like
about
13
that,
of them,
man.
though.
Yeah.
You get 13 of those.
And then they
thimbles.
give you the one that tastes like freaking straight up isopropyl alcohol.
Yes, the
Literally,
straight,
it was
unflavored.
the worst.
Just the regular moonshine with
It tastes
nothing?
like turpentine, yes. It's rocket fuel. It'll put hair on your chest.
That is it like Malort up there?
No, it's just like straight up gasoline. Like you ever had moonshine?
Yes.
Okay, so but it was probably apple pie flavored
Yeah,
or something.
yeah,
No,
mostly a flavored
This
one.
is like straight up like just
Really?
rocket fuel, high octane.
was
Like it'll light shit on fire.
Yeah, man, it was like something that you would start a fire with.
But the great
Or
thing
that, like
is,
they're like they put a lighter up and they go. And blow
yeah, they do that. Yeah, they do that. As part of
Really?
the show. Yeah, they
It's-
blow a
it's-
fireball and shit.
That's what it's like, and
then
it hits you just like that too.
the guy serving
yes,
you.
White Lightning, 100-proof. Courtney Wright.
White
It's
Lightning, thank you.
she's at 100.
Thank you.
That's what it was.
Thank
Yes.
you, White Lightning. Thank you very much, Courtney Wright. You're amazing. Yeah.
I don't know what my lord is, Scott Hoverman.
Malort is probably the worst tasting spirit ever.
up there.
It's out of the great city of Chicago, and it's something that we use to initiate people. We celebrate with it, and we also punish people with it. So,
New podcasters.
yeah, we buy new
Not up mine.
podcasters.
Cool.
Yeah, kind of a thing we do here. But
CJ says that it's the worst, but he still drinks it. Like
That's true.
Why do you do that? Why do people do
I
this?
drink
There's so much
it.
actual good stuff out there.
Yeah.
Why drink something that's gross?
I drink it
We
now.
do it to break people in, and it's fun.
Yeah, we do in solidarity,
That's
even though
funny.
we should.
I
Like,
get that.
Why
I
would
get
we do that?
I get
But,
that.
yeah.
I'm used to it. Used to it now. So I just
You
love
are.
the reactions of the people.
It's like I dare you to piss on this electric fence.
Yes, that's exactly what it is.
Yes.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
Mikey likes it. I was.
Jesus
Yeah,
I
but
was
Mikey doesn't like it.
Freaking
Mikey does not like it.
bunch of masochists.
Ming, I like the little background you got here.
Oh, I love it, man. This is cool.
This would
Wood-
be my.
This is actually green behind us.
Yeah.
That would be my one of my maybe a little
It's
more
impressive.
weathered,
I
but
like it.
if I could afford a real backdrop, that's what it would look like.
Yeah.
So now with the green screen, we can put whatever we want. back there.
Absolutely.
No, I love it, man.
Yeah. So, dude, thank you so much for coming down, man.
Yeah.
I hope.
Dude,
I
I'll
hope
do
you have-
anything for money.
Yeah. I hope you have a great time.
You owe me a
tomorrow.
lot of money.
I will come stop by if I can. I don't have a ticket, so I don't know if they'll let me in.
Oh, they gotta
Oh,
let you in.
shut
There's
up.
always
What?
seats.
You're my friend.
It's not
You're
my
getting
theater.
in.
I don't- I have no-
You're with me. Shut up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that might
Give
work.
me a
That
break.
nepotism. It
Could
works.
you imagine if they didn't let Ming Chen
Ming
in
in.
the damn
They always
theater?
let you. You just walk
Fuck
in.
them.
But I
just
don't
walk
like
in.
waltz in like I own the
First
place.
of
I'm
all,
like, hey,
but
is this cool? Like I
they
try
love
to,
you anyway.
Yeah.
They love you anyway. Shut up.
I mean, they did take my
Listen
employee.
to him acting like he's
Yeah.
gonna get in
They
the damn
stole his
movie.
employee.
He's on loan, if we will.
Yeah,
or
he'll
I
be
think
there
Yeah,
tomorrow,
he'll be
Christian.
running the show though. So, and yeah.
Hey, I got a filmmaker coming with me, a young filmmaker who makes awesome films. He's excited for it. He's a big fan.
Yeah.
And then Mikey Veza, an actor, producer guy.
Yeah.
And he was in Clerks 3 as well. And
He was a stand-in.
He was a
for
stand-in
Kevin
for-
and Brian O'Halloran.
yeah,
the whole
Kevin and
shoot.
Brian, yeah.
Yeah. Did you say you saw Clerks 3?
I have not. Had
Oh, you have not. Okay,
opportunity
cool.
yet.
Well,
No, they should do. They should show your short film before.
That would be wonderful.
They should show Monster Anonymous before.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Just like an intro before everything starts.
I wonder if Kevin's even seen it. I would love for Kevin to see it. I would love to watch it with Kevin.
yeah,
Yeah.
if you have not seen it, just
Monsters
Google
Anonymous.
it. I
It's on
watched it.
YouTube.
It was on YouTube.
On YouTube.
Yeah, they could pull it up because they have all
100%.
computer stuff there and
YouTube.
put it right on.
Yeah.
It's we won the best short film at the Cannes Film Festival.
Yeah,
So
crazy, man. That's awesome. I mean,
Courtney Wright wants to know what the dream project you'd love to try is.
do you have one? Is that
Oh wow.
do you?
Or did you just do one?
Well, I did just sort of in a way. I sort of just did when we
Yeah.
opened, but for me, I like to travel. So anything that just takes me around the world a lot would be amazing.
You'd be
Yeah.
like Michael Caine, like he would just pick places that would like vacation.
Oh, it's
That's why he
based-
did
it was-
Jaws 4.
It was based on wherever you wanted to go.
Wherever he wanted to
Where
go.
did they
The most
say-
fun I've ever had.
Jaws 4 was in the islands. He wanted to go on vacation in the islands, so he took it.
Yeah, I got to shoot a movie in Australia
Yeah, that's kind of why I
for
choose.
4 months. It was amazing.
that's how I choose my-
Bulgaria, Canada.
That's how I choose my Comic Cons. So
Why not?
Wyoming,
Yeah.
Alaska. I'm going to Alaska.
I'm it's incredibly jealous. I want to go to Alaska so bad.
Let me talk to the promoter. Perhaps they
so
may have room.
cool.
And there's actually Jeremy. There's actually 2 cons in Alaska. So
There is.
So that increases your chances of going someday. So
I would love it. I think traveling is probably the best
It's great,
part
isn't
of
it?
being
I love traveling, yeah.
this
Yeah.
industry. It's not fame. Fame is dumb. Money can be good. It's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
The traveling and the friendships and bonding and the experiences that you have when you make it is what makes this industry, I think, the greatest.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree.
I love travel. I teach. I have summers off. I travel. I get out of
Yep,
here.
I see that. So, well, I guess we'll see each other in Wyoming. I'm so excited now.
Dude,
I mean,
I am too, and I love that my amazing woman knows this stuff
Yeah.
more than I do. She keeps up with.
somebody's got to keep
but
it straight.
somebody has to, man.
Yeah. Thank
Somebody
goodness.
has to, and yes,
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
yes, thank you.
Well, have a great time tomorrow.
Yeah.
I'll try to get over there.
Yeah, get over there.
So
Try to
try
get over there.
They're looking at cool.
But welcome.
maybe if I have
Maybe I might be. If I'm not like I'm not. Yeah.
I'm kind of busy. I'm kind of busy.
Just say Christian needs help. Just walk in.
Yeah, for sure. And that's awesome. Well, welcome to A Shared Universe, my friend. Please come back anytime.
I'll be here anytime. I love it.
Yeah, cool. Thank you guys for
Thank
watching.
you.
Thank you. And SModcastle Cinemas, everybody. Check them out. They're running stuff.
Are they going to do anything live tomorrow? Live on
I
YouTube?
don't know.
I will be alive tomorrow.
Probably not.
I'll be
don't
there and I
know.
will be live.
Yeah. You know what?
You're going to be live.
I think it's gonna be one of those things like if you were there, you had to be there.
I'll be
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah.
And well, you guys were here, so thank you guys. Have a great
Bye,
night.
guys. Thank you all.